Have you ever heard of a goddess dedicated to lost things among the Tagalogs? Imagine a divine figure whose realm extends far beyond mere physical possessions, touching upon lost opportunities and fading memories. She represents the universal human experience of loss and deep-seated desire for restoration. Her influence is so profound that it reached the stars, literally. An asteroid was named in her honor, a testament to her global significance. Curious to discover who this goddess is and the stories that surround her? Stay tuned as we dive into this fascinating tale. Welcome back to the LilWeird Podcast. I'm your host, Jane. It's been a few weeks since our last episode, and I really miss podcasting. Life has been a bit hectic and the weather here hasn't been great. I hope everyone is safe and dry, especially my kababayans out there. Let's pick up where we left off. In our last episode, we delved into the first generation of gods and goddesses in the Philippine mythology, focusing on the Tagalogs. Today, we continue our exploration with the second generation deities. We'll talk about Bathala's assistant gods and goddesses, as well as the demigods who are the daughters of Bathala and a mortal woman. Last time, we delved into the world of Bathala, the supreme deity of the Tagalog people. We also explored his assistant gods and goddesses, each with their own unique roles. These first generation deities include Amanecable, also known as Amansinaya in some accounts, the god of the sea who rules over the vast and unpredictable ocean. Mapulon, the god of seasons. Lakapati, the generous and transgendered goddess of fertility and agriculture. And Idinayale, the diligent goddess of labor and good deeds. Now, let's get to know the second generation deities. Previously, we met Idinayale, the goddess of labor and good deeds. Idinayale is married to Dumangan, the sky god of harvest. In Zambales culture, Dumangan, also known as Dumagan, is revered for his ability to make rice yield better grains. According to F. Landa Jocano, the early people of Zambales believed that Dumagan had three powerful brothers. Dumagan, embodying the powers bestowed upon him, governed the heavens and the bountiful yields of crops. With his unfathomable wisdom, he safeguards not only the vast skies but also bestows favor upon the rice fields. Farmers attribute their successful harvest to Dumangan's divine intervention, reaping the rewards of his agricultural guardianship. Together, Idinayale and Dumangan have two children, Dumakulem and Aniton Tabu. Aniton Tabu, the goddess of wind and rain, whose role in Philippine folklore is both paramount and fascinating. Aniton Tabu's story is a captivating blend of enigma and reverence, symbolizing the intricate balance that both sustains and occasionally tests life on the tropical archipelago of the Philippines. In ancient Tagalog culture, Aniton Tabu was often credited with the occurrence of ambon, a gentle rain. Marrying in the rain was considered auspicious before the colonial era, signifying Aniton Tabu's contentment. Known by various names, including Aniton Tao or Aniton Tabo, she is deeply rooted in the indigenous belief system of the Philippines. The name Aniton Tabu itself carries profound symbolism. Aniton refers to a gentle wind, a soothing breeze that offers respite from the day's heat, while Tabu signifies rain, the life-sustaining water that nurtures the earth and upholds the vibrant greenery of the islands. Thus, Aniton Tabu personifies the harmonious interplay of these two essential elements, representing the delicate balance intrinsic to nature itself. Aniton Tabu wields authority over the elements of wind and rain, known for her capricious and sometimes arrogant nature. It is believed that her emotions are reflected in the weather patterns. When a gentle rain graces the land, it is seen as a sign of her contentment. Conversely, storms are interpreted as manifestation of her displeasure. In the agrarian society of the Philippines, where livelihoods depend on the forces of nature, farmers hold Aniton Tabu in high regard, seeking her blessings for abundant harvests. Her rains replenish the soil, nurturing crops, while her gentle winds aid in the dispersal of pollen seeds, fostering the growth of plant life. Aniton Tabu is not just a deity of weather but also a healer. Communities call upon her to alleviate droughts, illnesses, and other afflictions, beseeching her for robust health. She embodies the soothing breezes that provide relief from the tropical heat and the light drizzles that refreshes the land. Yet, like nature itself, she can be both nurturing and unpredictable, occasionally unleashing storms and typhoons that test the resilience of the Filipino people. In Zambales, Aniton Tabo, known as Aniton Tao, was once considered superior to many other deities. However, her haughtiness led the chief god Mayari to demote her to a lesser deity. Despite this, people in Zambales still honor her by offering pinipig or mamyarag during the harvest season. One distinctive tradition associated with Aniton Tabo is the ritual known as pag-ipatan. During storms, participants gather to implore the goddess to halt the rainfall temporarily, protecting their homes and crops. This ritual demonstrates the unwavering faith and resilience on Aniton Tabo's divine intervention during challenging weather conditions. Aniton Tabo, with her complex and multifaceted nature, continues to be a significant figure in Philippine mythology, embodying the dualities of nature and the intricate balance between nurturing and adversity. Now, let's meet Tumakulem, the brother of Aniton Tabo. Tumakulem is the god of mountains and hunting, a crucial figure in Philippine mythology. He serves as the guardian of the majestic mountain ranges, revered for his immense power and protective nature. Tumakulem's responsibility extends beyond mere physical guardianship. He also safeguards the spirit that inhabit these natural environments, as the embodiment of the strength and grandeur of the mountains. Tumakulem is a powerful deity, invoked by indigenous communities during rituals and ceremonies. These ceremonies, often tied to the seasons of planting and harvesting, emphasize the deep connection between the land and its people. The indigenous communities hold Tumakulem in high regard, seeking his blessings and guidance to ensure the stability and prosperity of their natural surroundings. His influence is vital to maintaining the delicate balance within these environments, ensuring that the mountains continue to thrive. Tumakulem's personal life also intertwines with the divine realm. He later marries Anagolay, another principal deity, further solidifying his importance within the pantheon of gods and goddesses. Now, let's get to know more about Anagolay, the goddess of lost things. Anagolay occupies a unique position in the Philippine mythology, embodying the universal human experience of loss and the innate longing for restoration. She is the only child of Mapulon and Lakapati, whom we met in our last episode. Anagolay's influence extends beyond mere physical possessions. She also encompasses abstract concepts such as lost opportunities and fading memories. Her significance is so profound that she has been honored internationally with an asteroid named after her. This remarkable tribute was initiated by Muhammad Alon, a Filipino student and passionate advocate for Philippine mythology and cultural heritage. His proposal was selected among thousands of names submitted by 85 countries to the Space Generation Advisory Council. Alon highlighted how Anagolay, as the goddess of lost things, represents the inherent human longing for restoration. The council recognized the importance of honoring Anagolay's essence, leading to the selection of her name for the celestial body. Anagolay's personal life is intertwined with the divine realm. Upon reaching the right age, she married Tumakulem, the god of mountains and hunting. Together, they had 2 children, Apolaki, the ancient god of the sun, and Dian Masalantak, the goddess of lovers. While we won't dive deep into these third-generation deities just yet, rest assured we will explore their stories in our next episode. Anagolay's role as the goddess of lost things, coupled with her celestial tribute, highlights her enduring importance and the timeless themes of loss and restoration within the Philippine mythology. Now, let's talk about the demigods, the 3 daughters of Tala and a mortal woman. Demigods, born of both divine and mortal parents, are unique beings that embody the qualities of both realms. As half-gods, they often retain physical traits from their divine lineage, such as distinctive hair or eye color, and personality traits like cunning or bravery. Historically, demigods were the superheroes of their time, mythical legends that offered lessons and warnings about the consequences of immoral actions or the rewards of valor. Unfortunately, little is known about the specific myth detailing Tala's relationship with the mortal woman who bore his 3 daughters. Apart from what was documented in F. Landa Jocana's notes on the Philippine divinities, there is a scant information available. According to Jocano,
the most beautiful divinity in the court of Tala was Mayari, the goddess of the moon. Mayari had two charming sisters, Hanan, goddess of the morning, and Tala, goddess of the stars. They were said to be the daughters of Tala by a mortal wife who died after giving birth to these three beautiful goddesses.
These three sisters, Mayari, Hanan, and Tala, each hold a significant place in Philippine mythology, embodying the connection between the earthly and the divine. Their stories, though sparse in detail, continue to capture the imagination and reverence of those who seek to understand the rich tapestry of their heritage. First, let's dive into the captivating tale of Mayari. In Tagalog mythology, Mayari, also known as Bulan, is a stunning and enchanting lunar deity. She is the daughter of Bathala, the king of the gods, and a mortal woman, embodying a perfect blend of divine and human traits. Mayari is revered as the goddess of combat, war, revolution, hunt, weaponry, beauty, strength, the moon, and the night. Known as the most beautiful deity in Bathala's court, she captivates all with her grace, power, and formidable presence. In some myths, Mayari is depicted as the mother of Tala, adding a layer of complexity to their celestial relationships. As the goddess of the moon, Mayari's influence extends over the night sky, and she is often associated with the serene and mysterious aspects of the lunar cycle. A fascinating tale from Pampangan mythology tells of a time when Bathala died without leaving a will, leading to a conflict between Apolaki and Mayari over who would rule the earth. Apolaki desired to rule alone, while Mayari insisted on sharing power equally. Their disagreement escalated into a fierce battle with bamboo clubs, resulting in Mayari losing an eye. Apolaki agreed to share the rule of the earth with his sister but at different times. Due to the loss of her eye, Mayari's light is dimmer than her brother's, symbolizing the moon's softer glow compared to the sun's brilliance. However, it is important to note that in some myths, Apolaki is not considered the brother of Mayari. Instead, Apolaki is described as the son of Anagolay and Dumangan, making him the sibling of Aniton Tabu. This variation highlights the rich and diverse nature of Philippine mythology, where stories and relationships can differ across regions and traditions. Mayari's narrative also intertwines with various cultural practices. For instance, she is honored during the full moon through rituals and offerings, symbolizing the cycle of renewal and reflection. In some regions, Mayari is seen as protector of women, embodying feminine strength and resilience. Her presence is invoked in times of struggle and war, as well as in moments of beauty and tranquility. Moreover, Mayari's influence can be seen in the natural world. The phases of the moon, from the new moon to the full moon, are often attributed to her emotions and actions, reflecting her dynamic nature. Farmers and fishermen look to Mayari for guidance, as the lunar cycles play a crucial role in their livelihoods, affecting tides, planting seasons, and harvesting times. Mayari's story is one of strength, resilience, and the quest for equality. She is not just a goddess of the moon, but a symbol of the interconnectedness of all things, representing the balance between light and darkness, power and compassion, and war and peace. Next, let's explore the enchanting story of Tala, the goddess of the morning and evening star in Tagalog mythology. Tala's origins vary depending on the region, reflecting the rich diversity of Philippine folklore. In one prominent story, the sun god Araw and the moon goddess Buwan each had large families of stars. However, Buwan believed stars could not survive the heat of Araw. They both agreed to destroy their stars. While Araw devoured his, Buwan hid hers in the clouds, where they would occasionally emerge. Upon seeing this, Araw was filled with rage and is eternally in pursuit of Buwan, trying to destroy her. Eclipses are explained by Araw getting close enough to bite her. At dawn, Buwan hides the stars and brings them forth only when her eldest daughter Tala, the evening and morning star, signals the sun is too far away to pursue them. This story also gives us Tagalog words for bright star or Tala, sun or Araw, and moon or Buwan. Interestingly, This myth has close parallels to stories among non-Filipino cultures, such as Bihar, Semang, Savara, and Buya tribes,